Welcome to Business Ninjas, brought to you by WriteForMe, where you'll hear from business leaders who are out there growing their business and slaying it every day. Learn from the masters. Let's get started.
Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of Business Ninjas. This is your host Kelsey checking in today. I'm here today with Chris Carter. He's the chairman and CEO at Approyo. Excited to have him on the show. Chris, how are you?
Kelsey, I'm well. I hope you're doing it as well.
I'm great, thank you. So tell me a little bit more about yourself, Chris.
So I'm a Leo. I'm 53, a little overweight these days, like my Scots now. But yeah, I'm lucky enough to be the chairman and CEO and founder for Approyo. Started the company in 2011, and we're a great MSP for companies running SAP software and others. And very fortunate. I've got a phenomenal staff that I get to spend my days with.
So tell me a little bit about how you folks got started.
Well, it started with a bottle of scotch and a fire pit in my backyard and an SAP executive that told me I needed to get my butt out of retirement and get back into the SAP game. But that's pretty much it. I literally had kind of pseudo-retired from SAP. I went off and went to go work for a startup company in the Silicon Valley. After, unfortunately, a company that I had worked to grow for many years, we had to close the doors and shutter it down. And he told me I needed to get back in the game because there was this thing called SAP HANA, this new in-memory database that SAP was bringing out, and that I needed to be involved with it. So he literally did. He brought a bottle of scotch, sat at my fire pit in my backyard, and convinced me through the drinking of that bottle that I needed to get back the next day. Got online. I started talking to my old German friends at SAP.
Yeah.
I literally flew to Germany, met with them for a week, flew back to California, and met with them out in Palo Alto. And then through the course of that 4-week span, created what I wanted to do with it, how we were going to work together, how we were going to be a partner as part of the SAP Startup Focus program.
Yeah.
And became a partner company with SAP again around SAP HANA. And lo and behold, I had to figure out a name for the company, had to get my staff together, I had to get everybody together, and voila.
Wow. That's one heck of a journey. Holy cow, especially coming out of pseudo-retirement. That's fantastic.
Yes,
So
it was fun.
Yeah, I bet. So tell me a little bit about what makes you folks stand out.
Ooh, first and foremost, my staff. I hired the best and brightest talent around the globe. I didn't care where they were. And we literally have team members in the United States, Brazil, India, the United Kingdom, Spain, and others. I don't care where the best talent is. I will hire them if they fit what we need for our customers. Second of all, then after our staff, I've got phenomenal customers. They allow us to do what we do best for them, and that's help them sleep well at night. And by doing that, it gives us the ability to be able to support them across the globe. And so, but with those two items in place, what could go wrong?
So talk to me a little bit about what you folks can do for someone.
Yeah, thank you. It's so we start off first and foremost as a managed service provider for companies running SAP software. That what it does is we manage, run, and support an entire landscape for them. So it could be a 3-tiered landscape with 5 systems, we'll call them, 5 boxes, to companies with hundreds of systems. We're very blessed. We've got companies that we're allowed to talk about, such as London Stock Exchange Group, Radisson Hotels, and others that literally have hundreds of systems that we manage and support on a day-to-day basis. Then you go from, we'll do upgrades for them. So we'll go to and take them to the new HANA system, the new S4. Then we'll migrate them. We might migrate them from a VMware-based hardware up to a cloud. And then we'll do projects for them and activities around there. And then we'll add our AI-based security management software tool called Overwatch and take care of their landscape, their network, their security, their SAP with Overwatch as well. So we have this whole umbrella underneath us that supports what we do for a customer in the SAP ecosystem.
Very nice. Very nice. So what would that ideal customer look like for you? Who do you target?
So our target audience is one of two. You either have SAP currently, or you're about to get SAP software currently. So what we do is we don't care what industry you're in, because we're not playing with your data. We don't touch your data. We don't manage. We support your landscape. We support your SAP environment. So we want to take care and manage that. We want to keep it secure. We want to store it, and we want to be able to be the company that provides you with the ability to sleep well at night.
So how do you folks generate revenue then?
Sure. We host them on one of the cloud providers, Azure, GCP, AWS, or in a data center with VMware with it running. We manage, run, and support the SAP landscape itself. We provide basis or technical support. We provide functional support. We also provide development support with ABAP and Java and activities around that. We'll do upgrades. We'll do migrations. The activities around there. And then with our Overwatch tool, which we've custom developed by hand over the last 2.5 years, that provides that AI, that security, that landscape and network. So through those entities, we gather our revenue.
Absolutely. So it sounds like you guys have a huge span of what you can do, and who you target. Is there any specific industry that you folks work with, or is it really just whoever needs your services?
Yeah, it's really whoever's running SAP software, at least from the managed services and the SAP side. But then also from the cloud side, we can provide Azure, AWS, GCP support to companies who are not running SAP software. We can also provide our Overwatch tool to companies that are not running SAP. So if they want us to manage and maintain security on their network and activities around, we can do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. That's awesome. So how do you reach these companies? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Sure. So, we've got Twitter accounts, and we've got Facebook accounts, and LinkedIn's, and Instagrams. We've got email and campaign blasts that we do. We've got our corporate website. We also are starting to go back to trade shows. We're starting to get it face-to-face again. I'll be actually in Florida in a couple weeks at the MSP 501. Wow. We were one of the companies that are one of the top MSPs in the United States, one of the leading SAP MSPs. So we'll be there face-to-face chit-chatting with folks. Globally, we'll go SAP events, we'll do events around the globe, and it really gives us the ability to be able to go to our target audiences and be able to interact, shake hands, kiss babies, as the politicians say. So it gives us that flexibility.
Very nice, very nice. So what, besides the trade shows, because there's nothing like that in-person connection, what would you say the most impactful, whether it be social media or the website, what's been the best way for you to reach your customers?
Oh, that's a loaded question, because what really brings us value is our partners such as Dell, Insight, NetApp, and others who don't want to do what we do and say, hey, Approyo, here's our customer. We entrust you with our customer to do what you do best, allow us to do what we do best for our customer. So the fact that our partners bring us into these deals, and we gain the trust of our partner to give us that lead and to bring us in, and then the trust of that customer to take us on board because of our partnership relationship, it's huge. That's where we get 3/4 of our leads from, is that activity alone. So we educate our partners who we are, what we do with our white papers, with our blog, with our website, with our content, and we're always bringing that up to speed for them to support them.
Yeah, that's amazing. So it sounds like it's a lot of education as well.
Oh, yes. Constantly educating their sales reps, their external sales reps, then educating the prospects on who we are, why we are, to give them that flexibility.
Yeah, awesome. Wow, this has been a really great conversation, Chris. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me about Approyo. Really appreciate it. Chris Carter, Chairman and CEO.
Thank you so much, Kelsey. It's been great. Look
It's
forward to
been
working
great.
with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And before you go, I do have one last question for you.
Oh, yes.
It's a curveball. So, what is one thing within the next year, both personally or professionally, that you would love to be celebrating?
So in the next year, I'm going to be celebrating my 24th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. My wife will be celebrating her 50th birthday. So
Happy
on
birthday.
a personal level, I'd like to take my wife to wherever she wants to go for her 50th birthday and
Yeah.
surprise her with that. So hopefully when she listens to this, she'll start thinking about that. And professionally, we are at a point now where we've hit that inflection point. We're going to the next level of the organization. I would like to take this company to that next level and to be able to acquire additional companies
Mhm.
and move us forward in the SAP ecosystem with that regard.
And it sounds like you are well on your way.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. Sure, I'm
Absolutely.
trying. I got a
Yeah.
great team that's helping us.
Hey, what did you say? You said the best and the brightest and the best customers. So that is the recipe for
Yes.
success.
It's all
All
about the
right.
best and brightest.
Chris, thanks for being on Business Ninjas. Have a good one.
Thank you. You as
All
well,
right.
Kelsey.